get through that front desk. I can't ever talk to the physician. It's really hard. Okay, this job is not for the meek. Okay, this job is for the tough. Okay, and it is difficult. But you know, think of one strategy, just the timing of the visit. If you go to a physician's office and you realize that Tuesdays at 2 o'clock, there's 40 patients swarming around the physician, there's 100 patients in the waiting room, and you keep going back every Tuesday and try to talk to the physician, guess what? You're probably never going to get to him. But to the front desk staff, the second or third time you're in there, look, I'm really trying hard. I'd love to just get a chance to get face-to-face with Dr. Jones. What time does he come in the morning? Could I be here with his favorite coffee tomorrow morning when he comes in? Okay, what time does he take lunch? I'll go get him his favorite sandwich for lunch, and I'll be there. I'm not going to eat lunch with him. I just want 5 minutes with him. Okay? Or let's even go further. Once a relationship is established, what does he do? What does he do? Like, does he have kids? Does his kids have sporting events? I wouldn't mind going and watching the high school soccer game on Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock as a physician liaison. If I know the doctor's going to be there watching his kid, and I can bring him an article on how to avoid injuries in soccer players, you got to figure out a timing to those visits, and your liaisons have to be well equipped to catch those physicians at that certain point, because you're probably only going to have 5 minutes. All right, what's our message? Our message is that we're not here to sell you anything. My message is that I really work for you. As a physician liaison, I don't work for ABC Physical Therapy, although they pay me. I work for you, okay? And in addition, I work for your patients, which I want to be our patients, okay? And how can we work together to make the patient experience better? What can we do for you? How can we work together to fulfill that mission of making the best patient experience that we possibly can? I'm here for you, okay? And I want to find out what your needs are. We have, every liaison that we work with, we have them develop a list of 20 questions. 20 questions that they don't take them out and read them. Excuse me, Dr. Jones, my first question, they got them in their back pocket and they're memorizing them before they walk in. They are equipped and armed and ready with those questions. Asking questions is how you establish and find out needs. Okay? So let me give you a couple of some of what I think are some of the sort of the top 5 of some of the questions that some of the liaisons have come up with. What is most important to you when you send a patient to physical therapy? What's most important to you when you send a patient? That answer is gold. The answer to that question is gold. Okay? My brother, who's an orthopedic surgeon, Wake Forest, Bowman Gray, what's important to him is really more the process, because he feels like there's 2 or 3 providers that do exactly the same thing. It's the process. It's the simplicity of it. It's that he doesn't want to take time out of his day to have to help that patient to get it figured out, to get in to see the therapist. Okay? What can we do to make it easier for you? Could you share with me your opinion on how physical therapists should perform their treatment? What are you looking for? Now you're going to get to those physicians who truly do care. Well, you know, we have this protocol, and it's pretty specific. We have a local company that we work with, and there was a referring physician, and last year, the physician, or in 2008, the physician had sent 35 patients, okay? In 2009, for the same period, that same physician had sent 3 patients. Ding, 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 that's a big problem. That's a big problem, okay? So the physician liaison went out and started asking some of those questions. And it was really simple. The doctor said, here's the problem. I love what you guys do physical therapy-wise. I think the therapists that work at XYZ Physical Therapy are the best therapists in this market. But when their patients come to see me, they don't have a note in their hands every single time. That's what I want. They say they fax it, they mail it, sometimes they have it in their hands. So I want it in there, and other providers in this market are willing to do that. As a liaison, that was so easy. Can we do things a little bit different for each physician? Of course we can. Of course we can. Absolutely. We can do things that are slightly unique to each physician. And it's the liaison's job to make sure that happens. Okay, some of the others explain some ways I can help support you and your staff. A liaison asked that question, and a business owner called me and he said, I'm stumped. Okay, this doctor, he's a specialist, I think he was a neurologist, he said he wants marketing. He wants our marketing person and our liaison to go out and do marketing for him. I can't do that. The other physicians would crucify me if I did. I can't do it. I said, Jim, Jim, you have the system. Go teach him our system. Show him how this works. Let him hire his own, but you teach him the system. And he said, no, you got to come to lunch and teach it to him. I don't know it quite well enough. So I did. I went to lunch. We taught the doctor the system. A couple months later, he hired or retired, was a stay-at-home mom who now is sort of wanting to get back in the workforce. And she's out marketing to general practitioners, getting referrals to this office. All right. Please explain to me some of the challenges your patients face when they go to physical therapy. Instant way to find out what their needs are, and what their issues are, and what their problems are. You know, at a certain point, the liaison really has to try to make the relationship that they have with the physician. It has to go from pure business to somewhat personal. And the way in which that can happen is trying to find out some common interests. Most of you, if you hire a liaison or yourself, most of your physicians have kids. The key to any physician's heart is right through his children. Clinical focus is also a great way to engage a physician. If you have, again, a special program, let's find out what programs they like. Let's find out things that they've been looking to study or things that they've been looking to track and monitor. We can help them by finding, again, that need. We can fill that need. We have the clinicians. We have ways in which we can build it and we can generate a clinical focus for him or her. All right. Value. Okay. How are we giving value? I said that at the very beginning, and I said we're going to come back to that. Okay, I can remember, way back when someone really taught us this system, you got to give physicians value. And I said the only value that most physicians see is that, somehow that kickback or some way to get that financial benefit from sending you patients. How, after what I've just described today, give me some ways that we've given a physician value. Come on, you got a whole half a day left. How have we given the physician value?
Communication.
Communication. We're communicating. We're not spouting how good we are to them. We're communicating, and that goes back and forth. I'll give you one. His opinion or her opinion counts. Their opinion counts. You're asking their opinion as to what they want and what their needs are when it comes to physical therapy. The value that I truly believe that we provide to physicians, okay? Two things. And this is what I believe. If you're going to sell anything, if your liaisons are going to sell anything, these are the two things that they should be selling. Number one, consistency. Consistency, that everything from when they write that referral, they know that it's going to be a consistent process and that patient experience is going to be the same every time they write that referral. They truly appreciate that. And second, I as the liaison, if that doesn't happen, I will be responsive. Here's my cell phone, here's my home phone, here's my boyfriend's phone, here's when I go on vacation, here's my email address. You call me anytime, and if that process has been broken, I will be responsive and I will fix it. That's value. And who knows, in the questioning, and if we finally get to them, this is a NovaCare story, but there was a couple physicians that had some major payer problems in the state of New Jersey. And the physician liaison that we had in our company that eventually went on to work for NovaCare, he helped his physicians get through that. He contacted the payer. I mean, this had nothing to do with physical therapy. Those doctors will never refer to anybody else, not because of the quality of care, but because this individual helped them and found a solution to a real crisis that they had.